I usually talk about anime on this channel, but Good Omens ending annoyed me so much that I need to talk about it. Since this is a rant video, visuals will be this picture and maybe a few more. I don't know. Haven't decided yet how much effort I want to put into it. But anyways, Good Omens Season 3, if you can call it that. I did not like the ending. And the more I think about it, the worse it gets. Because it completely butchers the message of Season 1 and even Season 2. If you are watching this video, I assume you've seen the ending. But if not, then here is what happens. Something, the Book of Life gets destroyed, and with it, the entire universe. And Aziraphale, Crowley, the bookshop, and for some reason, Satan, are the only beings in creation that are left. Then God appears, and after a bit of philosophical arguing, she asks Crowley and Aziraphale what they want. And they say that they want the universe remade without any god and without any angels or demons. It starts with the Big Bang and ends with the heat death of the universe. And God agrees. We then see human Aziraphale and Crowley, aka Asa and Anthony. They meet, fall in love, and live happily ever after. Now, before I start my rant on how this ending doesn't make any sense and how it contradicts the message of Season 1 and 2, please share in the comments below how you feel about the ending. I am curious to hear what other people think. But without further ado, the rant begins. We've been jobbed. Remember Job from Season 2? The guy who was supposed to lose his children and then get replacement children as a reward? Remember how the series pointed out how messed up that is and made Aziraphale and Crowley actually save the children? Remember that? Because Season 3 sure doesn't. Because it killed off Aziraphale and Crowley and gave us quote-unquote better replacements for them in the form of Asa and Anthony. These two are not Aziraphale and Crowley. They may look the same and have similar characteristics, but they are not the same people. They do not have the same memories. All of those years together, all of that history, gone, reduced to atoms. Oh, but they are what Aziraphale and Crowley would have been without the trauma. Yes, exactly. And that makes them not Aziraphale and Crowley. Like it or not, our trauma is part of what makes us us. Everything that has happened in your life, all of the good things and all of the bad things, everything together makes you. If someone went back in time and erased all of your trauma, then the new version of you wouldn't be you. It might be a happier version, but it wouldn't be you. The fact that Crowley started off as a dreamer in love with the universe, then got cast into literal hell, and in the end still didn't lose that love, makes him interesting, makes him a character you can relate to, and even look up to in a way. And then the show tells you, nah, he is too broken. The only way for him to be happy is to start with a clean slate. Just off him and hope that the next version will have a better life. I can't. And if you think I'm being overdramatic, I am not. Well, maybe a little. But that is literally what happened. The show killed off the flawed versions of Aziraphale and Crowley that overcame multiple hardships and then gave us replacements. And then said, here is their happy ending. A happy ending that was only achieved by dying and being reborn into a better life. And speaking about being reborn, how does that work? This should be a completely different universe without any intervention from God. How come they are in it? This is a nitpick, I know, but the ending annoys me, so I'm gonna be nitpicky. If this was really a universe without any God, without miracles or divine intervention, and without souls, then Aziraphale and Crowley shouldn't be able to be reborn. None of the old cast should be here. To have history change so much Statistically, it should be impossible for them to be there. The only way for them to be there is if God manipulated things a bit. And that destroys the entire point of this universe. I cannot with this ending. And I am still not done. Like I said, the more I think about it, the worse it gets. After having a speech about free will, Crowley decided to play God. He pulled a Noah's Ark here. The entire message of season 1 was that humans do have free will and that divine beings have no right to decide for them. The world is messy, it's broken, but it's ours, and not even God gets to decide when it ends. And then season 3 Crowley decides to end it. I have no words. Well, I do, but I have no words. He literally does Noah's Ark Flood 2.0. A divine being decides that the human world is beyond saving, destroys everything, and starts everything from scratch. That's messed up. Crowley and Aziraphale went from pause off from our world to, on second thought, you can destroy it. Oh, I just remember Gabriel and Beelzebub. Ugh. The ending just got worse again. Those two fought for the chance to be together, proving that any angel and demon can have free will, just like humans. They finally got their happy ending, showing that even in a world like this, you can carve your own path. They did all that just for season 3 to unceremoniously kill them off. It hurts. It really hurts. Season 1 and 2 showed us that even in a world with a god and a predestined plan, people have free will. People can decide for themselves. And then Season 3 throws everything out the window. To end this rant, I will go over a few ways the ending could have been tweaked to make it better. And by better, I mean one that I personally like more. The smallest change would be to give Asa and Anthony Aziraphale's and Crowley's memories. Maybe after they meet, they remember or something like that. Don't get me wrong, this still wouldn't solve the destroying the world problem and would create other problems. But it would at least give our Aziraphale and Crowley a happy ending. Another version that keeps the destruction of the world would be to create the new world but keep Aziraphale and Crowley in the bookshop floating in its own little void bubble, and then have the blank books start filling up with new stories from this new world, so that Aziraphale and Crowley could read them and experience the new world they helped create. Well, the best version obviously includes not ending the world that they fought to protect in season 1. Just ask God to put everything the way it was, but no longer have angels and demons interfering. And if you want to, you can then turn Aziraphale and Crowley into humans, with their memories, and have them learn how to live as humans and get their happy ending. I seriously don't see why they couldn't have ended it like this, or something similar. The characters that we know and love stay alive, their struggles aren't in vain. God no longer gets to decide how things will play out, and our main characters get a happy ending. And if you think that this ending would be too convenient, did you see the ending of season 1? Good Omens is a comedy, not a drama. It is allowed to have a conveniently happy ending. To finish this video, yes, I know that the production of season 3 was messy, to say the least. I do not fault it for being rushed. It's a miracle that we got anything at all. And obviously, David Tennant and Michael Sheen are amazing actors that elevate this entire show. But that ending, with the time they had, they could have done way better. Anyways, I'm tired. The next video will be about Witch Hat Atelier. See you then. Bye.